Elementary schools provide the foundation that students will need to succeed in all aspects of life.
But sometimes students are taught valuable lessons that aren't incorporated into the curriculum. In today's School Spotlight, Delane Cleveland shows us how a second grader at Gleason Lake Elementary in Plymouth helped inspire the entire student body to support a good cause.
Step inside of Gleason Lake Elementary in Plymouth, and you'll find a school with an abundance of natural light, artwork on the walls painted by a children's book illustrator, and plenty of smiling faces.
It's a calm, engaging, focused learning atmosphere that's inclusive of all children.
Mary McKasy has been principal of Gleason Lake for the past 11 years. She says the goal for the roughly 580 students enrolled here is that they learn important academic skills that set the foundation for the future.
They are definitely critical thinkers. They have problem-solving skills, strategies to deal with real-life situations.
Along with academics, the students receive lessons that help their social and emotional growth.
How we develop caring, committed students who will be compassionate leaders as they go out into the world is some of the most important things that we strive to focus on here at Gleason Lake.
Compassion is a word that's not used lightly around here. For proof of that, we introduce you to second grader Cole McDonough.
We do a lot of cool stuff in my class.
Cole is a book-reading, technology-loving 8-year-old boy. But in his short life, he's endured more than most adults have in their lifetime.
Well, it hurt a lot, and it was really hard for my family.
Cole was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 2, and over the next several years, he had to undergo chemotherapy, dozens of hospital visits, and physical therapy.
I don't like other people having to have what I went through.
The rest of the Gleason Lake family felt the same way. So at the suggestion of Cole's parents, the school took steps to help.
And I said we would, and it kind of turned into something really big.
Becky Whitlock is a student council advisor. She helped the school launch a fundraiser for the organization Pennies for Patients.
Pennies for Patients is fundraising efforts for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, where they ask schools to participate in raising as much money as possible to go to research for blood cancers.
Cole was one of the faces featured on the national ad campaign. The school set a goal of $3,000. In the end, they more than doubled that goal.
I think because it was personal. Cole is one of us here at Gleason Lake. You know, he's the neighborhood kid and the face that we see in the hallway.
It's the face of a child whose cancer is now in remission, thanks to the treatment he had undergone for nearly half his life.
Well, I still have to have a couple checkups just to see how I'm doing, but every time I go, then it moves farther apart.
Books, computers, and class discussions are some of the common tools used in education, but at Gleason Lake, it was the experience of an 8-year-old boy that taught students a lesson on life.
Our school community just rallied around a great cause and a student here, and I think that's what makes Gleason Lake an outstanding place.
In Plymouth, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Cole's family has launched a campaign to raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and we will have a link on our website at ccxmedia.org.